अमेरिका में पाकिस्तानी सियासत के मैदान में मुतहरिक नजर आते हैं। मेरे न्यूयॉर्क दौरे के दौरान शहरयार अली से मुलाकात हुई, जो नासा काउंटी के लेजिस्लेचर पोजीशन के लिए इलेक्शन में हिस्सा ले रहे हैं। पेशे के लिहाज से वो वकील हैं और मारूफ शख्सियत जनाब अकरम चौधरी के साथजादे हैं। एपी पैक, जिसकी दागबेल डॉक्टर एजाज अहमद साहब ने डाली, वक्त के साथ एक मुस्तहकम अदारा बनकर उभरा है। एपी पैक ने सियासी समाजी मैदान में अहम किरदार अदा किया है। खुसूसन वो लोग जो अमरीकी सियासत के दायरे में कदम जमाना चाहते हैं, उनके माशी मावनत के साथ कम्युनिटी सपोर्ट करने में अहम और कलीदी किरदार अदा कर रही है। इस सिलसिले में शहरयार अली की फंड रेजिंग का एहतमाम किया गया, जिसको एपी पैक ने ऑर्गेनाइज किया। इस सिलसिले में न्यूयॉर्क के मारूफ शख्सियत डॉक्टर परवेज इकबाल की खूबसूरत महलनुमा रिहाइशगाह पर ये तकरीब मुनक़द हुई, जिसमें कम्युनिटी के मोहब्बर और मजबूत लीडरशिप को दावत दी गई। और एपी पैक के सदर जनाब डॉक्टर परवेज इकबाल ने, जो कि एपी पैक के सदर हैं, खिताब करते हुए कहा कि वक्त आ गया है कि पाकिस्तानी अमेरिकन अमली सियासत में कदम जमाएं। शहरयार अली ने खिताब करते हुए कहा, मैं नासा काउंटी के लिए मुस्बत सोच रखता हूँ और अगर मुंतखब हुआ तो नासा काउंटी में रहने बसने वालों को एक अच्छा प्रोग्राम दे सकूंगा। इस मौके पर वहां नासा काउंटी के चीफ एग्जीक्यूटिव भी मौजूद थे। उन्होंने कहा कि पाकिस्तानी कम्युनिटी काफ़ी मुस्तहकम और उनको काफ़ी सराहा और कहा कि वो हमारी काउंटी का अहम हिस्सा है। उन्होंने कहा कि शहरयार अली ने पहला मुकदमा तो जीत लिया है, लेकिन अब उन्हें अवामी मुकदमा जीत कर नासा काउंटी की लेजिस्लेचर पोजीशन को संभालना होगा। वकालिद खान, न्यूयॉर्क।
Of my career, I got to defend the Nassau County Police Department, and I got to defend the Nassau County Corrections Department. We did a lot of trials, a lot of cases, had a lot of good verdicts, and it was a very, very fulfilling experience. So that's a little bit about who I am. Now, why? Why am I doing it? I'm doing it because of each and every one of you in this room. Each and every one of you in this room are my father's age, my mother's age. You left your countries. You left a very, very good lifestyle back home. I got a bachelor's in government and politics, a minor in philosophy, and then I went to law school. I went to law school at St. John's. And during law school, that's when I learned the importance, the value of public service. When I went into law school, I was like, I'm going to be a corporate attorney. I used to watch Suits when I was in high school. I don't know if you guys know about that show. And then you got Harvey in his cool suits, and he solves these complex problems in 5 minutes, and he's like, on the 100th floor of a huge building. That's who I wanted to be. But then I got introduced to prosecutors. I got introduced to the DA's office, and then I realized how valuable public service is. We don't get paid the big bucks, but I can go home at night knowing I made an impact on someone's life. I helped someone. So when I graduated law school, I started my career at the Brooklyn DA's office, and I did that for 3.5 years. I worked really hard. I rose through the ranks. Before I left, I was a felony prosecutor, so I prosecuted all sorts of felonies all the way up to attempted murder. And then I left, and I went into private practice. And I was like, all right, you know what? This is my ticket in. I'm going to make a lot of money now. I'm going to provide for my family. I'm at this big firm. I lasted 8 months. I was miserable. And then, luckily, County Executive Bruce Blakeman got elected. And I went to the county executive with my dad, and I said, take that torch from you and carry it and move forward and become leaders. So I hope that I can inspire more young Pakistani Americans to get involved in politics, because it's very, very important. And that leads to my third question that I get is, why did you choose the Republican Party? It's simple. The Republican Party is on the right side of all the issues, right? I got 2 young boys. I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. And unfortunately, I can't control what's going on in the state. The state has gone too far left, in my opinion. Let's start with bail reform. I was a prosecutor when bail reform was initiated. I can't tell you how many violent criminals walked free because of how poorly bail reform was implemented. And you don't hear about that in the news. I saw it firsthand when I was a prosecutor. If you look at these extreme radical agendas where they want boys to play in girls' sports and then they want girls to play in boys' sports, it makes no sense. They're losing common sense. And when it comes to local issues, the Republican Party is the party of common sense. And
we are one of the most educated communities in the United States. Only second after our first cousins, we are the second most educated community in the United States. We are second most affluent society in America after that. Coming back to the education, our youngsters and the people of my generation, we are more professional degree holders than the regular degrees. And another thing which might come to a surprise to many people, and that is that in our community, the women have more college degrees than our men.
Yeah.
Does it come to a surprise? But that's a fact. That's not Dr. Praved Iqbal's number. I researched the Pew Institute and the Pew's number. Pew also in Pakistani, our language, is father. So this is not my Pew's number, this is the Pew Institute number. And that's right. See how, and when they say you educate a woman, you educate the whole family, right? So this is about the education of our community. We have no stigma attached to us, such as drug, organized crime, violent crimes. No such stigma attached to us. You can clap for that, all of you. It's such a beautiful thing. No stigma attached to us. And also, wherever we live, we make the neighborhoods peaceful.
Yep.
We are the best neighbors. We make the most peaceful neighborhoods, and all we are interested in is raising the family and raising beautiful kids, beautiful educated kids, so they can be positively contribute to the society in all forms, tax,
Yep.
education, values, all kinds of things. This is what, and that is where we are in complete concordance with our county executive's agenda. I was reading about you on the line, and I said, my God, this is exactly our agenda. You want to have Nassau County a safe county? We are contributing in that, and we also want that. We want to have the lower taxation. You are there with us to help us. We are there with you. So all these things, we are so much concordance of the ideas.
Is absolutely true. This country, America, is a land of opportunity for everybody if you're willing to work hard and play by the rules. This isn't a country that discriminates based on race, religion, ethnicity, lifestyle, abilities. And that's the way Nassau County and America. This is an experiment here in Nassau County. The fact that we are larger than 10 states in population, are gross to 26 nations in the United Nations. We are one of the most prosperous counties in America. And we're home to every race, every ethnic group, every religion, and as I said, peoples of all abilities, all lifestyles, and we live together in harmony. Why? Because we respect each other. Because we are a kind and generous county. And we may have differences, and that's okay. We have differences in our own families. My wife and I, we don't always agree. But the fact of the matter is, sometimes you have to agree to disagree. And we want to treat people here with respect. Because everybody deserves respect. And that's the tone I've tried to set. When they came to me about the World Cricket Tournament, I didn't know anything about cricket. I thought 2,000 people would show up for the whole thing. We had 156,000 people 1.2 billion people. 1.2 billion. Do we have any American football fans here? Raise your hand if you're a Jet or Giant fan. Okay. The Super Bowl has 250 million people each year that watches. 4 times that watch the cricket tournaments. 1.2 billion people watch the cricket matches around the world. They got to see Nassau County. And we ran this tournament over 12 days, 9 matches. People told me, don't do this. It's going to be a problem. There's going to be trouble. India versus Pakistan is the biggest match. They don't like each other. Don't do it. It's going to be a problem. There's going to be violence. And I said, no, not in Nassau County. So what did we have? We had a match between India and Pakistan. 36,000 people. We had Indian and Pakistanis hugging each other, wearing each other's flags, enjoying the competition and the friendship. Yes, Pakistanis they rooted for Pakistan, Indians voted and supported India, but the fact of the matter is, we didn't have one arrest. Not one. And that's what America should be. It should be about people respecting each other, getting along. We may be a different religion, we may be a different ethnic group, but we get along and we respect each other. Very bright and articulate. And we talked about world events, and we talked about the relationship between Pakistan and America. And again, it was very enlightening for me to talk to somebody of that stature. You that from the bottom of my heart, your community is as important as any community. Everybody is entitled to respect. Everybody's entitled to kindness. So thank you so much for coming out to meet me. But let me say this. Wouldn't it be a great thing for Nassau County? Wouldn't it be a great thing for America if we had a legislator named Shahryar Ali? This is your opportunity to make a statement. To make a statement about Nassau County, to make a statement about America. That we could have a Muslim, Pakistani American who shares our American values rise and become elected to the county legislature. So I am hoping and I am praying that each and every one of you take this extremely serious. I need him in the legislature because he's strong and he is someone who will not only represent his district, but he will represent Pakistani Americans throughout the United States. And what Americans to have a role model like Shahryar Ali. So please, I want your support, but I also ask that you help my partner here, Shahryar Ali. Let's elect the first Pakistani American to the Nassau County Legislature.
All right.
May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.